You know, there's something truly special about reaching your 70s. You've lived through decades of experiences, learned countless lessons, and maybe even surprised yourself with how much strength and wisdom you've gained along the way. But let's be honest, getting older also comes with its fair share of changes, some of which might catch you off guard. Have you ever woken up one morning and noticed something different about your body or mind, something small but undeniable? Maybe your joints feel a little stiffer than they used to, or you find yourself forgetting names more often than you'd like. It's easy to brush these things off as just part of aging, but what if I told you that some of these changes are not only normal, but can actually be managed or even embraced in ways that keep you feeling vibrant and full of life? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. In this video, we'll explore 5 surprising changes that often happen after 70. Some you might have noticed already, and others that could be just around the corner. But here's the best part. Understanding these changes means you can take simple, practical steps to adapt and thrive. So, let's dive in. The first change. Your metabolism slows down, but not like you think. If you've ever joked that you can gain weight just by looking at food, you're not alone. Many of us notice that our metabolism isn't what it used to be after 70. But here's the surprising part. It's not just about eating less. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia, and muscle burns. More calories than fat, even at rest. That means if you're not actively maintaining your strength, your metabolism takes a hit. But don't worry, this isn't a life sentence to endless dieting. In fact, one of the best things you can do is focus on building or preserving muscle through gentle strength training. You don't need heavy weights or a gym membership. Even simple resistance bands or body weight exercises like seated leg lifts or arm curls with light cans of soup can make a big difference. Pair that with protein-rich foods like eggs, beans, or yogurt, and you'll give your body the tools it needs to stay strong and energized. The second change, your sense of thirst, changes, and dehydration sneaks up on you. Here's something you might not expect. As we get older, our sense of thirst actually diminishes. That means you might not feel as thirsty as you used to, even when your body desperately needs water. Dehydration can creep up quietly, leading to fatigue, dizziness, or even confusion, things that are often mistaken for just getting older. The good news? This one's easy to fix. Start by making hydration a habit, not just something you do when you're thirsty. Keep a water bottle nearby and take small sips throughout the day. If plain water doesn't excite you, try herbal teas, adding a slice of lemon or cucumber, or eating water-rich foods like watermelon or cucumbers. And here's a little tip. If your urine is pale yellow, you're on the right track. If it's darker, it's time to drink up. Now, these first 2 changes might seem small, but they're incredibly powerful when it comes to how you feel every day. And the best part? They're entirely within your control. But we're just getting started. There are a few more surprising shifts that come with this chapter of life, changes that, once you understand them, can help you live with more energy, clarity, and joy. So, let's keep going. You might have noticed by now that aging isn't just about what happens to you. It's about how you respond to those changes. And that's where the real magic happens. Because while some shifts after 70 can feel unexpected, they don't have to slow you down. In fact, with a little awareness and the right approach, you can turn them into opportunities to feel even better than before. So, let's talk about the next surprising change, one that might explain why some days feel a little foggy. The third change, your sleep patterns shift, and it's not just about needing less sleep. If you found yourself waking up at 4 a.m. wide awake or needing a nap in the afternoon when you never used to, you're not alone. As we age, our sleep cycles naturally change. Deep sleep becomes harder to come by, and we tend to wake up more easily during the night. But here's what's fascinating. It's not that you need less sleep, it's that your body is sleeping differently. The key isn't to fight it, but to work with it. Start by creating a bedtime routine that signals to your body that it's now time to wind down. Maybe it's a cup of chamomile tea, a few pages of a good book, or some gentle stretching. Keep your bedroom cool, dark and quiet, and if you do wake up in the middle of the night, resist the urge to check the clock. That blue light can make it harder to drift back off. And if a short nap during the day helps you feel refreshed, embrace it. Just keep it to 20-30 minutes so it doesn't interfere with nighttime sleep. The fourth change, your skin becomes more delicate, but it's not just about wrinkles. You've probably noticed that your skin feels thinner or drier than it used to, maybe even a little more prone to bumps or bruises. That's because as we age, our skin produces less collagen and natural oils, making it more fragile. But here's the surprising part. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. Skin is your body's first line of defense, so keeping it healthy is about more than just appearance. The good news, a few simple habits can make a big difference. First, moisturize daily. Look for creams with ingredients like ceramides or hyaluronic acid, which help lock in moisture. Don't forget sunscreen, even on cloudy days. Yes, even in your 70s and beyond. And stay hydrated. Remember what we talked about earlier. That helps your skin from the inside out. Finally, if you're noticing more bruising, try adding foods rich in vitamin C and K, like citrus fruits or leafy greens, to support skin strength. Now, these changes, sleep and skin, might seem unrelated, but they're both part of your body's natural rhythm as you move through this chapter of life. And just like the others, they're not roadblocks. They're simply signs to adjust your approach. But there's one more surprising shift we need to talk about, one that can have a huge impact on how you feel every day. And once you understand it, you'll see just how much control you really have over your health and happiness. So, let's keep going. You know, there's a beautiful truth about getting older. It's not about resisting change, but learning to dance with it. And by now, you've seen how small shifts in your daily habits can make a world of difference in how you feel. But before we wrap up, let's talk about one last surprising change that often goes unnoticed until it starts affecting the little joys in life. The fifth change, your sense of taste and smell. Fade, but your meals don't have to be bland. Have you ever taken a bite of your favorite dish and thought, this just doesn't taste the way it used to? You're not imagining it. As we age, our taste buds and sense of smell naturally decline, which can make food seem less exciting. And here's the catch. When eating becomes less enjoyable, we might skip meals or reach for overly salty or sugary foods just to feel something. But that doesn't have to be the case. Here's the good news. You can reawaken your meals with a few clever tricks. Start by playing with herbs and spices, things like rosemary, garlic, ginger, or smoked paprika. Add bold flavors without extra salt or sugar. Try varying textures too. A crunchy sprinkle of nuts on soft oatmeal or a drizzle of olive oil on roasted vegetables can make each bite more satisfying. And don't underestimate the power of aroma. Something as simple as warming spices in a dry pan before cooking can fill your kitchen with scents that stimulate your appetite. Now let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. We've covered 5 surprising changes: metabolism, thirst, sleep, skin, and taste. But what ties them all together? It's this. Aging isn't about loss. It's about adaptation. Every change we've talked about comes with simple, actionable steps to help you not just manage, but thrive. So, what's next? Start small. Pick one of these changes that resonates with you. Maybe it's drinking more water throughout the day, adding a short walk to maintain muscle, or experimenting with new spices at dinner. Remember, you don't have to tackle everything at once. Progress is built one tiny step at a time. And most importantly, celebrate the wisdom that comes with these years. You've earned the right to listen to your body and give it what it needs, whether that's an extra nap, a hearty laugh, or a meal that delights your senses. Before we go, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these changes in your own life? What tricks have you discovered to stay feeling your best? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that button so you don't miss more tips for living well at any age. After all, getting older isn't about slowing down. It's about savoring the journey. Here's to your health, happiness, and the many adventures still ahead. Thanks for watching, and remember, every day is a chance to feel a little brighter. See you next time.